Yo, check it. Call Lil C's. Tell that motherfucker to bring me some motherfucking weed to the hospital, man. Fuck that. Tell Uncle Poirier to go pick up 10,000 from Dez and go take about like 20 G's from Gino. Tell that motherfucker to get this nigga next door up out of here. The nigga be snoring all night. I can't sleep. And call that big butt nurse with the long hair to come suck my dick.
Welcome to the UFC 208 Notorious MMA Podcast. Great show coming up today. It's been a while since we've recorded one, so we're going to go over the past few fights we've missed. We're going to talk about the news of the week. As always, get into the main card preview and analysis, give you our official Notorious predictions, and we're going to play a couple of games just for fun. We are back.
We are live.
I'm joined by Leo.
Hey man.
Paul.
I'm here.
And our main man Eric is joining us on the phone. How's it going?
I'm great, man. What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
We are good.
We're all
good. Good, mate. London is shit as always. How's Germany?
Pretty cool, man. And pretty fucking freezing cool.
Yeah.
Chapping out here.
We've heard Dennis Silva is a local hero in the area you're currently staying in. Is this true?
Mate, he's gone missing. Search party's out for his short little ass.
Even the Germans don't care about him now.
Trying to find his body somewhere.
So, it's been a while since we've done a podcast, boys.
Yeah, about bloody time, man.
I mean,
We've had lots of little
What's
events.
happened, isn't it?
Yeah.
we did say before we don't get out of bed for fight nights, but let's run through quickly what we've missed. So basically, BJ Penn got annihilated once again. That was no surprise. Yair Rodriguez fucked him up early.
Yep. Yeah, lethal.
That was a sick fight. I mean, Jesus Christ, how he made it out of the first round was unbelievable.
Grinded him down. Yeah, I mean, it was a bit, hard to watch at times, man.
Yeah.
We didn't really want to see BJ fight again, really, most of us.
Nah,
I don't know, did any of you? I didn't.
He lasted longer than I thought he would.
Definitely.
So, there you go. That was fair play.
He's always had heart for days, that man. But clearly not a lot of brains.
You think that would be his last one?
Yeah, it should be, man. If he's using his brain, it would be.
Yeah.
Yair Rodriguez is serious, man. He is legit. I'm very excited to see his progress, man. And I like the way he went about his business, man. He didn't prolong it. He didn't get overawed because he was fighting a legend. He did exactly what he had to do. Just gave him an ass whipping.
Yeah, man. So the other event we missed was Shevchenko versus Juliana Pena.
Yeah.
Which was a pretty fun fight.
Yeah, it was a pretty good event, I thought. Really good ending to the night. Both put on a good performance. They're both looking strong going into that fight. They gave it their all.
I mean, we all thought Shevchenko, would lose out in the grappling, but Pena basically held her up.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
Shevchenko out-wrestled Pena.
Yeah, no one expected it. No one expected that. But it was great. Very stylish, I thought. She pulled it off.
I had picked Pena, and Shevchenko surprised me with that great jiu-jitsu. That armbar was amazing.
That was brutal.
And she got the job done.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't fault Pena too much, man. I thought she was trying to do the right things.
Yeah.
She was just obviously surprised, like most of us, about how fucking good Shevchenko's defense was, man.
Yeah.
She was just not going to get taken down easy. And then when she reversed it into that armbar, that was fucking spot on, innit? Technically flawless.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful. The other event we just witnessed this weekend was the return of my main man, the Korean zombie.
We've been waiting a long time to see the zombie again.
In your head, they are fighting.
In your head,
in your head.
in your head.
Oh man, I forgot he comes out to that. That was brilliant.
It'd been years. It's been 3 years, huh?
3 long years, man, without a decent Asian in the UFC.
Yeah, man. He came back with vengeance, you know, and it wasn't an easy fight for him at all. You know,
No.
Bermudez is a really good. I was worried on this one. You know, I wanted Zombie to win, but I felt like, you know, big chance he
they
might
threw
lose
him
this
in
one.
at the deep end.
Yeah, really did. But he impressed on the night, man. He looked shaky at the start, like he was getting knocked about, you know, but then just that knockout was epic, absolutely epic, really good knockout. So probably my favourite of 2017, maybe.
You reckon that was your favourite one, Leo?
Yeah, so far, maybe.
So far, that was a beautiful
Nice.
uppercut,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah. Great.
Yeah, that uppercut was fucking inch perfect, man.
It was like a little Mark Hunt.
Yeah, it was. It just that uppercut. Could have walked away if he wanted. What did he do? He just kind of walked forward and just.
No, he
enjoyed
landed a
it,
couple more shots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But then he got off him and he just kind of walked.
Yeah.
That was great.
I swear he stood over him for a little bit, just looked at him.
He rained down a couple of shots. But yeah, it was definitely impressive after a layoff. I mean, Dana White's been comparing him to Muhammad Ali in a comeback. So that's pretty funny.
Really?
Yeah, he said not even Muhammad Ali came back and looked that good, which is a bit
come
dramatic.
Bloody hell.
But he had like a desk job. I heard he had like a desk job. I'm not sure what he was running. Yeah, but he said he tried to train an hour a day, and obviously on weekends or whatever. But he had an office job. So, which is quite amazing.
Really? Is it the mail?
Yeah. I think he just became a dad, didn't he? He had 2 kids, so
as well.
I guess he kind of changed quite a bit.
Yeah, he wasn't on the front line or anything.
Oh no, I could see him out there chopping man's down with bare hands.
Yeah, we were all picturing that.
Just giving everyone a chokehold on the ground.
But instead, he was making herbal teas and chatting about fucking soccer or whatever they do in their office.
Yeah, crazy.
Wow, that is impressive, man. That is very impressive because he looked in shape.
Yeah, he looked like.
And he's got that granite jaw, man. You ain't gonna rock him easy.
Sure.
Notorious.
And we're gonna get into just some of the latest news now. A few things that have been going on. One thing we discussed on our last podcast: who is gonna replace Mike Goldberg?
Oh my God, he's gone.
And as we imagined,
Sad he's gone, isn't it?
Yeah.
of course.
Especially for these big events. I know we had a few fight nights up until now with Anik.
Yeah.
We're kind of used to that, I guess.
But this is the first numbered event without Goldberg.
Exactly.
So we will miss him on this. But the UFC has flown in Daniel Cormier from the desk to sit cage side with Rogan and Anik. So we're going to have a 3-man booth on Saturday.
Yeah.
So that should be
Le
fun.
ménage à trois.
I mean, Rogan said he just would not sit next to Anik, so he said, you're going to have to get someone in. I can't take sitting next to that shaved vagina for fucking 5 hours.
Cannot blame him, man. I cannot blame him at all.
With his 209 tattoo.
Yeah. So, yeah, that should be interesting. You know, I'd rather Brian Stan, obviously, in there, a bit more seasoned. But Daniel Cormier always gives a good, intelligent... bit of advice every fight.
Yeah, I enjoy DC. I think he's really good. He's he's a champ. He's got a real opinion and it matters, and he's funny and he does good analysis, I reckon.
And he's current as well. He's a current fighter.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It's great.
It's brilliant.
But yeah, I guess you need Anik to do that kind of technical presenter stuff, don't you? So that's why he's there.
Yeah, I like Cormier. He's good, and I think they just took the easy way out and try to build Anik's name a little bit because he's been there for a while.
Yeah.
Instead of getting someone.
He's the play-by-play guy. It was him or the English guy, because we haven't got anyone in. But well, what do you think, Eric? DC and Anik and Rogan.
Oh, but I'm a big fan of Brian Stan, to be fair.
Exactly.
I think he does a great job. But he was probably begging to not be with fucking John Anik again.
Well, he's just done 3 events with him, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's like, I need a week off at least.
DC, yeah, he's alright.
Yeah.
He is intelligent. I think he has moments where he tries to act flashy
Right.
and sort of big himself up sometimes, and it kind of just rings false. He doesn't pull it off very well. He should just shut up. Talk about the fights.
Well, I'll tell him you said that on this podcast when you meet him.
Please.
And Yeah, so that should be fun. But
but also part of me thinks, could they not just find someone new who's great? You know, put someone
they
special in there. Someone
they
who's got
definitely
something new.
They still might have someone in the lineup in the near future, or a bit more down the line, a year or two from now.
Okay.
As I reported in the last episode, Dana White has said that he's looking to get someone in about summertime, June, July, August.
Yeah.
It's a contract issue, man. It's not easy to get someone because he's got to sign up to the UFC. He's got to sign up to Fox as well, probably. Yeah. Even though it's mainly pay-per-view, he's probably got to be on a contract with Fox. So it's not an easy thing, but he said that he was trying to lock the guy in this summer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's interesting because obviously Rogan's contract is up in August, so we could get a whole new team.
Oh, really?
At the same time. I mean, it doesn't look like...
It probably depends how they handle the next few months, I guess, which determines whether Joe stays or not.
Because if Anik knocks it out of the park, we're in trouble.
Yeah, so it's not looking good right now. Yeah.
That's actually interesting to have two people have a completely new tandem.
Sure.
That's probably quite a good way to go about it.
They could do it, make it... But that's quite drastic, isn't it? Just to have two new people. I mean, it wouldn't be new people, because obviously it will be probably Brian Stan as the colour guy. I'd imagine he's the main number 2 guy at the moment.
Yeah, he's up there.
He does the Octagon interviews after the fight, so he's kind of seasoned in that role. To bring in someone
I'm
new...
not sure he's ever been on the pay-per-views, though, has he?
He's been on, weaker ones, but he hasn't, the big Vegas cards, the big numbered cards, it has always been Rogan and Goldberg, unless one of them couldn't make it.
Yeah.
He's probably done the odd one where Rogan didn't make it, but... I mean, we all like Brian Stan, but will they give him that job full time? And they might still want him to do the fight nights. So could it be,
He's a little bit clean cut. He doesn't have much of an edge on him. Do you know what I mean?
But he's the All-American, Eric.
He's good. I don't know. Yeah,
the greatest living American, according to John Anik.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's good. I think it's just so hard because Joe Rogan set the bar so high. He's been such a good commentator.
Yeah, but he captured Bin Laden, Leo.
Absolutely.
Yeah. True. But Joe Rogan didn't need to catch Bin Laden.
So that should be interesting. A few other fights have been announced this week I think we should get into. Basically, our heavyweight champion, Stipe Miocic, is now going to fight Junior Dos Santos at UFC 211 in a couple months. Junior Dos Santos coming off a decision win to Ben Rothwell. Not the most impressive. He did lose to Overeem just before that. But I think who do they have? If they don't want to make the Verdum fight, Junior, he's won a fight. Let's give him a shot. And a fun fact about the heavyweight division is that no one has defended the heavyweight title 3 times. If Miocic defends it, this will
nice
be
fact.
Yeah, this will be his second defense, so he'd still have to defend it one more time to break that record. Yeah, which you can see why it's quite hard because there's just killers at heavyweight. You can just get knocked out.
We've got guys coming up.
Yeah. Anyone can get knocked out in the heavyweight division, so that's a pretty fun fight to make. Do you think, Eric? Yeah.
Yeah, sure, it's fun. I probably don't agree with it though.
You think?
I mean, why is he getting a title shot over Velasquez?
Because
Is it just because Velasquez keeps getting injured and pulling out?
Yeah, he's currently injured, man. He's having an operation.
Okay, well that solves that one.
The only other one.
Why is he ahead of Verdum?
Well, who did Verdum fight? Travis.
He beat Happer. Travis Brown.
Ronda Rousey's man. But that's it. I mean, it wasn't. Yeah. It was good, but it's not a top 3 fight, Yeah. JDS.
Bro, he ran across the cage and flying front kicked him in the face.
Look, he's got to get back in line, yeah.
No, I'd say Verdum deserves it more.
Just Santos ahead of him.
I know what you're saying. I mean, when he beat Ben Rothwell was on a tear, as we say on the podcast. So I think that's why.
I mean, he beat Stipe Miocic, so I can understand it.
And that's it as well. Exactly.
Yeah. It was a good fucking fight, the first one.
Yeah. So that should be interesting. That's coming up. We've got another fight. Jessica Andrade is going to fight Joanna... Andrade, sorry. Is going to fight Joanna Jędrzejczyk coming up soon. So she's earned a title fight now. And I think that's a really good test for Joanna.
Again, I don't really agree with that fight, man.
Do you think it should be...
How is she fucking fighting for the belt, man? She just beat an unranked fighter. Yeah. How is Carolina not getting a rematch? Paul, are you happy with that fight? Do you think Andrade should get that title shot?
She's good. Well, that's what I'm saying.
But that's the thing. Apparently, she was offered the title shot, and she turned it down and said she wanted to fight this Angela Hill biatch, who's unranked, because she wanted a warm-up fight before the title shot. Excuse me, if you want to test before a title shot, how do you fight an unranked fighter? How does that get you ready?
I know what you're saying. There's also, with Karate Hottie and Rose Namajunas, you know, those are the other two that are in line for a title fight. But she's on a 3-fight win streak, Jessica Andrade, so you can see why...
Is that enough to give people a title shot these days?
Well, it's better than a 1-fight win streak, which is the other two. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. Angela Hill, she came in as champion as well, and
what
she
a
beat
fight!
her. Yeah,
what a fight that was!
What an amazing fight that was.
Good fight.
Fucking awesome.
It was really good. I think that was maybe fight of the year so far.
Fight of the year. We're handing out awards.
Mate, awards are handy. Meanwhile, you can say these things in early 2017. But yeah, no, come on, hell of a fight.
Don't buy that one, lad.
And then the other big news of the week is that the event I'm sure we're looking forward to the most this year, UFC London, March 18th.
Yeah.
They announced most of the fights for this event, and then they said a main event will still be announced.
Yeah, they had it on the website for how many weeks?
Yet to be announced. Then they released the tickets. The event sells out on the day to the point where us, the media, cannot even get tickets.
Yeah.
And then they have the audacity, shout outs to Audacity, our editing program, they have the audacity to tell us a week later that Jimmy Manuwa versus Corey Anderson is now the main event.
Yeah.
I think this is an absolute joke.
Yeah, they had us waiting for a main event and it didn't come, and you know
it's a joke.
You can still buy tickets, but they're double the price of their normal price. And now for this, people are going to be annoyed that bought tickets early for this.
People are pissed already,
yeah,
it's the one time it comes to London every year.
Yeah.
And Brad Pickett is the
day
co-main
after St. Patrick's Day as well.
Yeah, the day I get back from holiday.
And months before, even Bisping said, of course, he loves to fight. It's just that he just had an operation on his knee, just a small one, but he'll be back soon. But he is missing UFC London, which is a shame.
And we needed a big name. I mean, when you got Brad Pickett as the co-main event, you're struggling.
Yeah.
Fuck hell.
So I think we dodged the bullet on that one. Although it will still be a good event. It's just a letdown. They couldn't find us, Dan Henderson versus...
A real headliner.
Yeah, like Dan Henderson versus Dan Hardy, for instance.
Corey Anderson and his bitch tits shouldn't be anywhere near a fucking main event.
Mate, he's gonna go straight to Stringfellows after that fight. So that's the news roundup. A few fights there. We're now gonna get into the main card analysis. UFC 208 in Brooklyn, New York. We have Paul's favourite fighter of all time, female or male, the preacher's daughter.
Of course.
Holly Holm.
Paul.
Is fighting Holland's own Germaine de Randamie, the Iron Lady, which was Maggie Thatcher's nickname as well.
It was.
Interesting.
Tribute.
It was.
So, we're getting a good fight here, decent fight. This is for a new belt that they are creating, the 145-pound Women's Featherweight Championship.
Yeah.
Which we discussed.
Well, I never.
Which we discussed briefly before on our last podcast. But it's a pretty good fight. I've been doing some research on Germaine, and she's impressed me. She's a Muay Thai fighter.
She's relatively unknown to me, so I want to hear this.
She hasn't been that active in the UFC. So she's had basically like...
Yeah, she's found cutting weight difficult, I think.
Is that it? I guess so, for Bantam. And so she's only fought basically like once a year the last couple years.
Yeah.
But her last two finishes, before that she lost to Amanda Nunes in the first round.
Yeah.
But her last two...
Tough fight.
Yeah.
Exactly. Really tough fight. No qualms there losing to Nunes.
Yeah, and you got to come back from that. So.
But her last 2 fights, she's looked vicious. She landed a knee to the body in one of them.
Yeah.
She's
vicious.
strong. Yeah, she's strong.
And good strikes to end the other girl.
She's a really good Muay Thai kickboxer, man.
This is going to be the perfect stand-up battle and a really good fight. And it's easily worthy of a main event, especially when you got Anderson Silva and other people on the card. This is a great main event.
I think it's going to be a striking fight. You know, the whole fight is going to be who can land. There ain't going to be many takedowns in this fight.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't wait to see who gains the distance. We've got Holly Holm's little side kicks and stuff.
Yeah, Holly Holmes always performs, like she always gives it 100%.
Yeah,
so
and
it's
she's
good
coming
to
off 2 losses. This is her chance to make history and get a belt in a second division.
Yeah.
Which will come to later.
And for Randamie, it's you know,
it's everything.
You take a big name like that, then you get some support. People know it. We put on a good performance against Holly Holm. You know, she's beaten the best. She's beaten Rousey. She was female role model of the year in my book, 2016 for every female. So
and you
know, so, and even
Woman of
males.
the universe.
You know, that's how strong of a female she is. She touched males, not just females.
Sounds like you've been thinking about her a lot.
Yeah.
No. I think she's gonna come back, and I think she could easily be the style that beats Nunes. In the end, she's probably good with her kicks.
And obviously, Randamie hailing from the Netherlands, I'm sure we'll all be rolling up when she's coming to the ring.
Oh yeah.
This fight will be streamed live in every coffee shop in Amsterdam.
Let's go to Dam, boys.
Oh,
let's go to Dam for Randamie.
Packed for the kush.
We're going to Dam for the Randamie fight,
Eric, aren't you like 2 hours away from Dam at the moment?
2.5 by train, brother.
Whoa.
2.5. It takes us an hour. It takes us an hour on the flight.
Yeah, it takes you about 3 hours to get through customs, though. So I'll take the train.
Oh.
You might have to shave that beard and make it a bit quicker.
But that's why.
So anyway,
but if we're analysing that fight, Randamie's going to want to probably close distance, isn't it? Use Muay Thai clinch.
Sure, that's what we're saying.
Use those knees and elbows.
Yeah, and
Holly's going to want to do what she did to Ronda Rousey, really, isn't it? Keep the distance.
I think it's a really good,
Should be a good fight.
A good striking matchup. Yeah, like we said, who's going to be able to land? Who's going to take control?
Yeah, I think it's a tough one because I mean,
big step up for
Germaine's got the reach, right? She's got a good few inches on Holly.
Yeah,
and if Holly's trying to back away from her all the time, that's a hard game against a long person like that.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it'd be a great fight.
You normally got to get on the inside if you're the smaller person, so
sure.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty tough for her.
Yeah, 5 rounds. It's going to be really, really technical matchup, I think.
And the next fight, the co-main event of the evening, Spider's back, Anderson Silva versus Derek Brunson. Silva can be a main event of any card, so
interesting fight.
We've got him.
Derek Brunson coming off a loss to fucking. Not Forrest Whitaker, what's his name? Robert Whitaker.
But Robert Whitaker is a good fighter, man. Yeah. I like Whitaker. Well,
it was a great fight. It was a great all in the first round. You remember Brunson was just hunting him down.
Yeah.
Had him all over the place and Whitaker just caught him. But to go from that to fight Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
When you've got fucking Musasi out there calling out Anderson.
Oh, I mean,
There's so many better fights. I mean, we have.
Could have easily been Musasi.
We've got Jacare on this card. And he's not fighting Anderson. I know they're like friends and shit, but that's a better fight than fucking Brunson.
Yeah, but if they don't want to fight each other, then they don't want to fight each other. Man.
True.
But I think this is a tough fight because Anderson Silva hasn't even been on a great run himself recently. You know, he's been losing loads of fights.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of like two people who've lost quite a few. You know, or at least one recently. You know, so
and they
both need to make up.
Yeah, that's a good point, Leo, because I think that nowadays Anderson Silva's more like just an exhibition fight, man. I think like he doesn't affect rankings or like trying to get a title shot. So I think it's fine that Brunson coming off a loss goes and fight him. I think Brunson's a mean motherfucker. He's a good fighter.
Yeah, I mean, he's got everything to gain coming into this fight.
Yeah, I totally agree. And to be honest, right now, I'm scared for Anderson Silva fighting Bronson, to be honest. I think he could just run him over.
He's a beast.
He's a beast.
In the first round.
He looks a lot bigger, leaner than Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva's fast, but he's getting old, man. And he can't move like he used to, He's in his 40s now, and he used to be the fastest fighter in the world, or the best for me, but not anymore.
So Eric, what?
I would say the one thing in Anderson Silva's favour for this fight is that Derek Brunson typically comes storming out, innit?
Yeah.
And Anderson Silva's probably the best counter puncher we've ever seen in the UFC.
True.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Kicks as well.
Everything, man. His stand-up all round, I think at his best he was the best we've ever seen in the octagon.
Yeah,
I'll say it over and over again.
But what are we saying then? Do you guys think Anderson has become the gatekeeper of the middleweight division?
I don't know. I hate to think of him like that. No, I think he's looking for good fights,
But to that next level, like you kind of beat him to show that you're a title contender.
Yes, yeah. The same way I think Chris Weidman's like that now as well.
Well, Weidman's still well up there.
No, Weidman's up there, yeah.
What I mean is,
Romero, that was it.
Musasi for me is up there as well.
Well, Musasi's been calling out Anderson for years, but I can't believe they didn't make that fight.
Yeah, that would have been a good fight.
I think they've got bigger plans for Musasi.
Yeah, let him fight in fucking Berlin.
Isn't he fighting Weidman?
Yeah, he's fighting Weidman.
Oh, he is fighting?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So that's it. It's meant to happen.
Yeah, that's a much better fight.
Yeah.
No, it's meant to happen. That's fine. And obviously Romero is the one in line for Bisping. And then Rockhold's sitting there in third, of course.
Yeah.
And Bisping is plain running, man. He's ducking and diving from Romero, man.
Yeah. He acted
that's
like
Bisping's style, though, man. He likes to play trickery.
I think he's gonna fight him, but I have to admit, just like I had Rockhold as a strong favourite against Bisping. Actually, generally, I think Romero is just as strong, but Bisping can prove us wrong. I've seen Romero get a little bit tired when he was fighting Weidman and stuff, and he came with that knee. But that's perfect.
I think Bisping's taken as many professional family photos with that belt as he can.
Man.
While he still fucking has it. I think he's wearing it by the pool. He's waking up and showering with it. He's fucking hanging on to that thing.
That's it. The Queen. The Queen should have that by now. We should have seen that in the on BBC News by now.
He's waiting for the knighthood.
Fuck the Queen.
Well, they don't want to support the real news out there. They want to give everyone the little cupcake stuff. They don't want to give the Bisping beats Rockhold in a great knockout.
Should have been front page of the Metro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It should have been the back page. Yeah.
It's probably there somewhere in the corner.
Oh, it was 10
Don't tell
10
me you
pages
support the monarchy, Paul.
I'm not supporting any monarchy. I'm supporting Bisping all the way.
Alright, so the next fight on the card, we've got Jacare. Ronaldo Souza versus Tim the Barbarian Boetsch.
Can I just say before we analyse this fight?
Yeah.
There have been very few fighters who have been screwed over a title shot as hard as Jacare. Can't believe it. He's fighting fucking Tim Boetsch now.
Yeah. It's the only available fight to him. Everyone else is tied up, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, they've gone for Romero because Romero beat Jacare.
Rank number 3.
Yeah.
Rank number 3 Souza versus rank number 13 Tim Boetsch. He's taking a good fight to boost him, and the top 10 and that top 12, top 13 are all good.
Well, again, it's a fight where Boetsch has everything to gain, and Jacare has to win to keep himself in line.
But also, I think if he wins this, he just gets a title shot straight away. Right?
Well, of course he does. He gets the winner of Romero Bisping. Yeah. But while we're waiting for Bisping to have his surgery and take the photos with his belt, Jacare has to keep busy. And Boetsch is obviously the Angela Hill of the middleweight division.
Yeah, definitely. I like Tim Boetsch fights.
I love this fight. I think this is fight of the night right here for me.
This is the free KO to help the card. It's great. Yeah, there's some KO fights on it. This is one of them, if not the number one.
There's nothing boring about this.
And Boetsch could give you a great knockout.
That's it. Can Boetsch land?
Why is this a KO fight?
Because Boetsch loves to throw bombs, and Souza's got power as well.
But Souza, the fight will be Souza trying to take down Boetsch.
And submit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Boetsch is there for fun. Like, you know, once he goes down, he's a beast of a man, but...
He needs to get lucky and land. That's his
Jacare
game. Right?
is called the fucking alligator for a reason. You know, he doesn't let you get out of his fucking clutches once he gets you.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great, fun fight, you know, to stick on the card.
Yeah, no, it is a fun fight. I just feel like Jacare is getting screwed.
But it's either that or wait around. So it's a payday at the end of the day, isn't it?
Where's Rockhold at?
I think Rockhold's got an injury as well.
Yeah.
I think he's got something up with him as well.
His pride.
Yeah. This been really hurting, man.
He's certainly...
Oh, man. He's broke his soul in two.
He's broken every mirror in his house.
Yeah, I was just going to say, fun fight. You got to remember Tim Boetsch is a strong wrestler.
Of course.
He's not going to be taken down easy.
Well, that's the fight, isn't it?
So it is a challenge.
Yeah. How's that matchup going to work out? I can't wait to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me
I
it's
hope
pretty
Jacare
obvious.
fucking uses some of his boxing, because I know he's got good boxing,
Yeah.
but he tends to not use it a lot.
Decent fight. So,
Yeah, good fight.
next fight on the card, we've got Glover Teixeira versus Jared Cannonier, the Killer Gorilla.
The Killer Gorilla.
And almost the same situation as the last fight we just spoke about. You got a ranked number 3 Glover versus ranked 15 Jared Cannonier.
Yeah, light heavyweight fight. Again, the underdog has everything to gain in this one.
It's similar to like Cowboy Cerrone, taking fights and boosting your profile. Take extra fights. That's what a real fighter does.
True.
Even to boost your name, taking good guys who are on a roll or something like that.
Yeah.
And other people, if there's injuries, you want to stay active. That's great.
And that's the thing. I mean, Glover's number 3, but when you've got Jones on the sidelines, you've got Rumble fighting DC.
Yeah.
Gustafsson has just gone to fucking Iceland and disappeared. Like,
Yeah, where's he been?
do you know what I mean?
Where are you, man?
I think he's lost the passion for fighting.
He's fought DC and Jones. So.
But can you imagine if we got Glover v Jimmy Manuwa in London? That would have been fun.
Yeah, that would have been a good fight.
That would have been much better.
Than you know, this fight. But I don't know too much about the Killer Gorilla,
Yeah.
other than he's got a cool name.
Yeah.
But he's 9-1 from the US. You know,
I remember he's come in and he's got, I think, a couple of knockouts. And
Yeah.
that's where he is, yeah.
cool.
Yeah, relatively unknown, I think.
I would say that there's a bit of a difference between the Glover and the Jacare situation. I think Jacare's right in the mix, and so he should be. But Glover's on the way down. I know he's still ranked number 3, and he has been winning. He's been beating people in the top 10. But he has fought the best in his division and lost every time, man.
Yeah.
He ain't beating Rumble. He ain't beating DC. And if John Jones ever returns, he ain't beating him either.
Yeah.
So the problem with Glover is that he is number 3, but he's in the way down, man.
And he just got knocked the fuck out by Anthony Johnson. I mean, so this is kind of a
That's what
fight.
I'm saying. Rumble fucked him.
So it's not like it's a title. Of course, it's not similar to Jacare, but again, he's got a lot to lose being a higher ranked fighter. And, you know, he needs a win just to get himself back on the wagon.
Yeah,
I agree. He needs a win.
that's true. But you know, there's no loss, major loss in losing to Rumble either. You know,
No,
he's a
no.
damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But, you know, before that he had a
Of
really good
course.
run. You know, he won like 3 in a row, so you can't really forget that. You
Yeah.
know, he's still up there with the best.
Still
That's why he's
entertaining.
third. 'Cause I think it's hard for Jared.
Yeah, I'd say he's a notch below the best, though, isn't it? There's quite a gap there. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he's elite anymore. A couple of years ago, you'd argue he was.
So you're saying he's a gatekeeper now?
Glover's just got to fucking mix it up. He's got to revamp his game, man, if he wants to run for that title again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely needs to come up with something new.
Well, I guess this is a test for him, and you know, who else is there at light heavyweight? You know, OSP just lost to a guy from Switzerland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there obviously isn't that many contenders out there.
No. Yeah, light heavyweight, man. It used to be one of the best divisions, and now it's kind of sliding down a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the middleweight's far more exciting, I'd say.
Yeah.
The one thing I do know about this Jared Cannonier is he's a fucking Bible basher.
Yeah.
Fucking talking about Jesu Christ after every fight.
Yeah.
Jesu Christ, who's that? Jay-Z's new fucking hip-hop act.
No, that's how you say it in the Latin tongue. Jesu Christ.
Well, he better fucking say his prayers before he walks in there with Glover.
Amen to that.
I would love to see the old Glover back.
The next fight, Dustin the Diamond Poirier versus Jim Miller.
Jim the Barn Boy Miller. Great fight.
Great fight.
Yeah, it's
Two gatekeepers up against each other.
Whoa.
Yeah, double gates.
It's the card of the gatekeepers. You shall not
I've never
pass.
seen
You shall not pass.
I've never seen two gatekeepers go up against each other though.
Yeah, such gatekeepers.
Brilliant.
I think these two are really similar fighters to me.
I disagree. I think Poirier is on a run.
Yeah, he's my favourite out of the two. I gotta say right on this one.
Jim Miller just
I
got
like Poirier.
Jim Miller.
Michael Johnson just knocked a fucking cracker out of him.
Yeah, Michael Johnson fucked him up. Fucking hell. Yeah, first round. That was nuts.
First round, man, he lit him up.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make him a gatekeeper, man. Do you know what I mean?
He's got no chin.
Yeah. You think Conor finished him?
He's a good skilled fighter, but he's got no chin.
But it's a good fight. I mean, Jim Miller, I think he's coming off a loss to Joe Lazon. Yeah, it'd be an interesting fight. Grappling against striking again.
I think it'll be a war. But
I'd say they're both pretty well rounded.
Yeah.
they both got a bit of everything. And they both like to scrap, I think. But doesn't mean they can't strike. They strike really well, but they both get quite dirty, I think.
Yeah, could be fight of the night.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, Jim Miller's a good fighter, man. It could be a 3-rounder, or we could get a knockout. Hopefully, I think Dustin is the favourite for that. But, it's a solid fight. 2 well-known names. Put them in there. It's a good card.
Alright, and the first fight on the main card is Rude Boy Randy Brown.
Rude Boy?
Yeah, versus, remember the name, Bilal Muhammad.
I don't remember.
Which is the most ironic nickname ever.
I think when I watched him in his last fight, I thought he was good. When I watched him, I don't remember his name, but I remember his face.
Good fighter. He lost his to Alain Jobin.
Yeah.
And he did not go down easy, man. It was a hell of a fight.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember him now.
Tough fight.
Again,
I
I
got
remember
rocked in the first, second and third rounds and kept coming. This Rude Boy guy, man, he's actually the after Sage North cut to come out of looking for a fight.
Number 2, yeah? From
That
the show.
proper redneck hillbilly fucking trash show on YouTube.
Yeah.
And in that episode, he looked like a pretty decent kickboxer.
Yeah?
But obviously he was fighting on some absolute hillbilly event. God knows what the standard of opposition was.
Some backyard street fight.
But that's it, innit? But he's had 4 fights. And he's won 3 of them at the UFC.
So this is a big test for him on a numbered event.
Exactly. 10-2 versus 9-1. Remember the name, Rude Boy?
Bread in the oven, bacon. Here comes a rude boy, Germaine.
Maybe that's the way it should be.
Boy.
Remember the name, Rude Boy.
Yeah.
Innit, man?
Yeah, I'm loving the nicknames on this fight.
So now we will go into our official, notorious predictions. There's a lot on the line here. I'm the defending champion
Okay.
at the moment. We haven't had much time to prepare for this.
Yeah.
But we need to go through the card and tell you our official predictions for the fights. We are going to start with the main event, the Preacher's Daughter versus the Iron Lady.
Yeah.
So I think this will be Randamie, KO third round. I'm going on this one.
KO
I think
third round.
I think she'll finish the preacher's daughter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so I'll go. I'm going to go against you on this one because I'm a Holly Holm fan and I think she's really good and she gets better every fight. So I think she is going to win by decision.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Holly Holm, and I'm going to go with a positive KO in round 3.
Okay. Eric?
So much like you, Leahy, I think she's under the radar. And the women's have been throwing up a lot of surprises of late.
Yeah, man, tell me.
So I'm going Germaine de Randamie, KO round 2.
Positive.
You know. You're really trying to take my belt this week, huh?
That's it, man. We're tied on points. I think the fans should know that.
Yeah, the fans don't care about who hasn't got the belt, yeah? So, the next fight, we got the Spider versus Derek Brunson. I'm gonna go for Anderson decision.
Anderson decision. Okay. Oh, this is a tough one to call. I'm going to go Anderson Silva knockout second round.
Okay.
I'm behind on points, and I really love Anderson. I would love to go with him, but I just think Derek's younger. He's going to last longer. And I'm going to pick Derek, and I'm going to go with a positive KO in round 2.
Nice, nice. Eric?
Yeah, I think age is going to catch up to the Spider in this one. I think my man Charlie Brunson is going to KO him in round 3.
Okay, fucking hell. Is that it, Eric? Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Alright, next fight. We've got Jacare versus the Barbarian. On this one, I'm going to go for a Jacare submission in the first round. I think he's going to want to make a point in this one.
Whoa. Okay, I'm going to go with Jacare as well. I think submission also, but a little bit later, probably about third round. I'm going third round.
Yeah, fourth ain't possible.
I'm going to go with Souza as well, and I think he's going to get the TKO or KO in round 3.
Okay, late stoppage. Eric?
I got the same, man. Jacare submission the first.
Yeah, wow. So it's all riding on Brunson. Next fight. We have got Glover Teixeira versus Jared Cannonier. I'm going to go for Glover in this one. Again, I think he gets back on the wagon with a second round TKO.
Okay, I'm going to go with Glover as well. I think he's a clear favourite in this one. I would say knockout in the first round.
Okay. Paul?
I'm going to go with Jared, and I'm going to go with a knockout in the second round.
Wow. Picking the new boy. Eric?
Despite his over enthusiasm to the Bible, he's actually a good fighter, this Cannonier guy. So I'm going to go with Jared Cannonier by decision.
Okay.
Cool.
So 2 against 2 on that one. And the last, 2 more fights. We've got Dustin Poirier versus Jim Miller. I'm going to go for Dustin KO first round.
Wow.
Wow, no respect.
Yeah.
No morality.
I think this will be a war, it'll be a scrap, so I'm saying decision Poirier.
Okay. Paul?
I'm going to go with Poirier KO round 3.
Eric?
I think Dustin Poirier's confidence is at an all-time low. And Jim Miller's too wise a fighter, man. He's a savvy fox. He's going to tap him out in round 2.
Jim Miller sub round 2. Interesting.
That's the one.
Okay. And the last fight, the rude boy himself versus Muhammad. I'm gonna go for Muhammad decision.
Okay. I'm going to go with Muhammad as well. I'm going to say a submission in the second round.
Paul?
I'm going to go with Randy Brown on this one, and I'm going to go with decision.
Eric?
For me, Muhammad KOs him in a second. So we're back with the quote game for UFC 208. Okay, quote number 1, boys. The confusing thing is, we now live in a society where it's not illegal to be an arsehole, but it's illegal to slap one.
That's a very good quote.
Yeah. I know.
I honestly don't know that one. That's tough. I thought I might have heard
I was
that.
thinking like it's like a Brock Lesnar thing, but I'm not too sure if he would say that.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a hard one. Really hard.
Maybe like, if I had to guess, I'd say Connor.
Yeah, it could be
That
Conor.
was the
Yeah.
first thing that jumps to my head was Connor.
Could be Conor. Yeah.
So
Really?
Yeah, but I don't know. It feels too obvious as well.
So what is it, Eric?
Yeah, this isn't like a cool person saying something really cool. This is a fucking idiot who's like self-absorbed, who's a dumbass.
Chael Sonnen?
Her name is Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey.
Oh, right.
I haven't heard that, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, it
'Cause
sounds.
she probably said this like actually confused.
But she does comment on stuff like this, and yeah, it is a female thing, so you know.
Post-fight.
Yeah.
Cool. No, that's good, yeah. I hadn't heard that one. That's a good one.
That's good.
Cool.
Next one?
Quote number 2. No matter how bad things get, eventually the sun is gonna shine.
Is that Bob Marley? Oh wait, Stephen Marley. Oh, it's tough ones here this week.
Yeah, man. Give us a clue.
Yeah, give us a clue on that one.
This clue sounds like it could be a singer or something, is it? You know.
Well, sorry, I didn't say to begin it, but they're all topical
Okay.
to do with this event.
Okay.
Okay.
So I went for Ronda Rousey because women are just headlining every event these days.
Yeah, I imagine this next one's a woman's quote as well, right?
It's not.
No?
Oh.
Anderson.
Oh.
But it is like a black man, like Bob Marley.
Okay.
I'm saying Anderson.
Okay?
You guys?
Is it possible it could be like a legend? Is like any time it's not a current fighter or?
All 3 are current fighters.
All current fighters, okay. Because I thought Rampage might have said something like that.
Let's have a guess.
Woodley.
Woodley.
Mm.
Leo says Woodley.
Woodley. That man too fucking serious.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. John Jones.
John Jones. Who is it, Eric?
It's making his debut in front of the big screen. DC Daniel Cormier.
Oh,
Ah.
Okay.
Another one I haven't heard. But a good one, yeah. That was a tricky one.
I thought it could be him or John Jones, and I went for John Jones.
Alright, next one.
Alright, so this one is not as relevant to the actual event.
Okay.
But he's one that we all love on Notorious MMA very dearly.
Right.
This is no good. He does not know how to say my name. Next year, he will know how.
Well, I think that's
Go on,
obvious.
that's pretty obvious. It's got to be Khabib.
Khabib, that's what I was thinking.
It's got to be Khabib.
Finally, you get one.
That was easy.
Yeah, good to end it on an easy one,
Because
mate.
you done a good
Yeah.
impression there. You done a good impression there.
Yeah, I thought, because I wasn't giving anything away before, but I thought I'd give a little clue there.
Yeah, next time we need impressions, mate.
Well, that's the quote game for today.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So, I got a nice few questions here to test your knowledge of mixed martial arts. And if you want to play at home, just write down your answer and I'll tell you the answer at the end. So the first one is a very easy question. You should all be getting this. But as we know, the preacher's daughter this weekend is fighting for her second belt in a different division. 3 other fighters have won belts in different divisions. Who are those 3 fighters?
Okay.
One of them is very
I see
obvious.
Paul sweating already.
Nah, I've got 2 of the answers. I'm just looking for the third one.
Yeah, one is very obvious. The other 2 are from the past. Let's
Yeah,
just say.
I know.
Yeah.
I've got one of them. I'm just thinking of the other one.
Ah, mate, if someone gets this wrong, they might have to fucking sit out the next one.
Legends, boy.
This could be squeaky bum moment.
Okay, I hope you're playing along at home. Next question. Anderson Silva has not won a fight in a while. What year did he last win a fight? Was it A, 2011, B, 2012, C, 2013, or D, 2014?
Can I ask something?
Go.
Presumably no contests don't count.
Yes. When did he last win a
So
fight?
what are the years again?
You got 11, 12, 13 or 14. When did he last win a UFC fight? Not a street fight, UFC only. So 11, 12, 13 or 14. Write them down, boys.
Okay, I got mine.
Paul's going to need a shower after this one. Next question. Jessica Andrade recently won at the weekend. She has won 7 fights in the UFC. What are the other 2 females that have also won 7 fights in the UFC? There are only 2 others. Can you name them?
Shit. Any weight division?
Any weight division but women only.
2 fighters.
2 women have also won 7 fights inside the octagon, remember?
Yeah.
Who are those 2 women? Tough one, isn't it?
That is a tough one.
I think I know.
I know
Oh,
one.
I
I
might
know
be
one.
wrong, though.
I know
I might be
one. I
wrong.
know one of them. Yeah. Surely.
The 7's a lot, so it ain't
It
that
is a
many
lot.
to choose
But
from.
that's why it's one of the bigger names.
But only
definitely.
2 others have
Oh,
done
I'm
it.
split between 2.
How are you getting on, Eric? No cheating, by the way.
Well, I'm not confident about that question. No, I'm not cheating.
You got your answers?
Yeah, I've got my answers.
Get a move on, Eric. That's why she's getting a fucking title shot.
I'm not very confident, but I've got 2 names.
Okay. So, answers time. The first question. What are the other 3 fighters that have held 2 belts in different divisions in the UFC? Leo, what did you have?
Do you want me to go through all 3 of them or just name one?
Name the 3 that you had.
I got Randy, the Natural Couture,
Sure.
BJ Penn,
Yep.
and Conor McGregor.
Of course. Paul?
I've got BJ Penn,
Yep.
Conor McGregor, but I put down GSP.
Ah.
I thought he had the lightweight and the welterweight belt.
Jesus Christ.
I was thinking Randy, but I thought GSP done the light and the welterweight, but he didn't. Just the
I'm
welterweight.
afraid someone's going to have to miss out on UFC 209 episode 4 podcast.
The natural, Paul. The natural.
No, I
Someone's
knew
gonna
the natural done it. I thought
Come on, he's so
GSP
natural.
had done it as well, though. Like, honestly,
These things come naturally, Paul.
I thought he'd done it as well. It was. I did think it was Randy, so, but I put down GSP. So.
If you took your tongue out of his ass,
GSP.
Well, we don't get any points for this, so
No.
it's alright.
It's just for fun. It's just for fun.
Just for fun.
Next question.
nah, you just get straight blacklisted.
Okay, so the next question was, when did Anderson Silva last win a fight in the UFC? Was it 2011, 12, 13 or 14?
Yeah.
Leo.
Okay, so first I was trying to remember which fight it was, so
Of
should we
course.
try and figure this out? It was Nick Diaz decision, right?
What did you have
Yeah,
down?
I put 2014. I guess
Okay.
that.
Paul?
I what 2013.
2013. And Eric, what did you have down?
2012, right? When he beat Chelsea?
2012. Eric gets a point.
Brah!
There you go.
Someone's taking note. So that was a tough one.
I
yeah.
asked, man. I specifically asked if it counted no contests.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't count no contest.
Aye, man.
If it did count no contest, then it would have been 2015.
Yeah.
But of course,
15, yeah.
because of that, his last fight actually it wasn't Chael Sonnen, it was Stephan Bonner later in the year 2012.
Ah, yeah.
But that was the same year as Chael Sonnen, so you were right, Eric. You were right. So
Cool.
that was a tough one, a confusing one. The next question was Jessica Andrade. She has won 7 fights in the octagon. What are the other 2 women
Other 2 women.
that have done the same? Leo.
Why am I going first every time? But okay. Well, I thought one, Rousey,
Okay.
she won. And then I was thinking JJ.
Okay. Paul.
Say that again. You cut out. I couldn't hear you.
I was saying Rousey and JJ.
Yeah.
I put down Cupcake, Tate, and JJ.
Yeah, I was torn between Cupcake and JJ in my thing.
Yeah, I went Ronda and Misha, funny enough.
No JJ, Eric.
Not bad, though. Yeah.
I don't think she won 7.
I think with her last fight, it seems like she's had 7 now.
Well, you boys, this answer will surprise you all.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because it was in fact JJ,
yeah, I
As
thought
one
she
of
was.
them.
Yeah, yeah.
but the other woman was Amanda Nunes.
Oh, she's
Really?
been on the rise.
Amanda
Nice.
Nunes.
Not Rousey.
Tate,
Not Rousey.
Tate hasn't even had 7. Serious?
Well, she hasn't won 7. That's the point.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh shit, yeah.
But Amanda, the lioness.
So JJ's won 7.
yeah,
No,
she's tied the record
7.
basically.
Because she had 6 before Rousey, yeah.
Yeah, Andrade is now tied both of them women. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was a tough one.
Real good questions. Yeah, tough one.
So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll think of some more games in the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was born in New York City. New York. New York. No doubt. No doubt. New York. No doubt. No doubt. New York City. New York. New York. New York.
So the next time you'll hear from us will be for the UFC 209.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. I'm
It's a
excited about
fucking
that one.
brilliant event.
It's going to be one of the best cards in a while.
The Eagle.
Yeah, monster card.
Yeah, so we'll get that out the week before the event. Thanks for listening, and see you soon.
Wait, hold on.
What?
If we leave it to Paul, we'll release it 24 hours before. So make sure everyone's fucking sitting on their computers.
I will make sure we get it out in due time. We won't make any promises.
It wouldn't be the end of the world, but until next time, guys.
For more of our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel below, Notorious MMA Podcast, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter at Notorious MMA Pod.